Meanwhile, President Biden heading to hurricane-ravaged Florida Wednesday after Governor Ron DeSantis issued this warning to would-be criminals.
Even think about looting. I can tell you in the state of Florida, you never know what may be lurking behind somebody's home. And I would not want to chance that if I were you, given that we're a Second Amendment state.
Makes sense, right? But MSNBC host Joy Reid compared these remarks to segregationists, tweeting this: when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Segregationist Miami Sheriff Walter E. Headley, 1967. It didn't take long for DeSantis. It didn't take DeSantis long to return to form. Hillary Ack, the founder of the Jack Brewer Foundation, Jack Brewer, he met with Governor DeSantis yesterday on the state's relief efforts, and you're already working with your foundation to raise money. What's your reaction to Joy Reid?
She permeates the Jezebel spirit. It's ridiculous. She's always race baiting. And Governor DeSantis, no matter what she thinks, just helps some of the most underserved black folks in that region. I told Governor DeSantis about the situation happening with my brothers and sisters in and around those ravaged areas. And he reacted right away. Not just did he react right away, but he said, let's send in the helicopters and what other type of aid can we send to these good people, these Floridians. He wasn't thinking about their skin color. Only Joy Reid talks about things like that. But this governor's done an amazing job. I've been on the ground hands-on since this hurricane came. And I can tell you that there's never been a response quite like this that we've seen down here in Florida. Right.
But the devastation's so great. I know the tension's going to wear thin. It's just human nature. The adrenaline starts tapering off, and then you say, where do I go from here? Arcadia is one of the areas in which you and your foundation doing so much work. I'm sure he really appreciates you. But as usual, people are trying to find some chinks in the armor. It seems that CNN is focusing on the fact that Lee County that didn't evacuate soon enough. Listen to this exchange.
Why do you stand behind Lee County's decision to not have that mandatory evacuation until the day before the storm?
Well, where was your industry station when the storm hit? Were you guys in Lee County? No, you were in Tampa.
So he was saying, basically, he was supposed to hit Tampa. The storm has a say in this. It didn't then end up hitting Lee County. What's your reaction?
Do they want Governor DeSantis to be able to predict a storm that every meteorologist and weather person across the world couldn't predict? It's absolutely ridiculous. I was standing next to the governor when she asked that question, and it's just the ploy of the media. It's ridiculous to see the liberal media at work when you have so many Floridians who are stuck in their homes, and the vast majority of people that stayed during those orders stayed by choice, and many of them are still there. As you just said, I just came from Arcadia, and I toured literally highways and streets and neighborhoods in a boat because the place is still underwater and people still don't want to leave. So we're having to take these folks food and water and resources because you know what? That's all they have is their home. And some people only have their home, and so they don't want to leave their property.
And I'll tell you, Jack, I know people that don't have money to go get a hotel for the night. And the food that they own is in that house. So that in their head, if I leave, I have nothing. And if I stay, at least I have a chance of fighting for what I have. So that's the mindset, whether you like it or not. We've seen it too often. You don't blame a governor or a mayor for that. Jack Brewer, thanks for what you're doing. It's unbelievable the way you take action. Appreciate it.
God bless you, brother. Thanks for having me on.
All right, you got it.